Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about something pretty awesome. And that something is right here. And right down there. Basically, it's going to be using the xTool F1 Ultra and a little bit of the F1 at craft shows. So xTool sent these lasers out, over the last few months, and I've been playing with them, and I've used them at multiple craft shows, and it's a total game changer. Like seriously, absolute game changer. Our last show that we did, we made nearly $1,000 at, and it was really because of the F1 Ultra. We were able to offer on-site engraving, do all kinds of stuff. You'll see several of the projects that we did throughout this video, ranging from doing metal like stainless steel necklaces and wallets to leather ornaments and wood and all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited about it. I love these products, and I'm not saying that because xTool's paid me or any of that. They have not paid me whatsoever. They did send the lasers out, and if you do buy a laser, then through the links in the description below, I do get a little bit of affiliate kickback, but that's it. If there was something that I didn't like about these lasers, and in fact, coming up in future videos, when I dive into the full review of the F1 Ultra, there will be some stuff that I'm not 100% a fan of with the laser, but I have no problem sharing that. This isn't a paid endorsement. This isn't a sponsorship. It's none of that. This is just them sending it to me for my honest feedback. In fact, they didn't even send the F1 Ultra for me to make any videos on. The F1 Ultra was sent for our new Facebook group, the Laser Creators Workshop. There's a link in the description for that, so join up on that. But really, that's what it was sent out for. It was sent out for me to promote in there, to help other makers and stuff in there. But I loved it so much that I decided it was time to do a video on it. So here you'll see, like I said, some of the projects that I did with it. You'll also see my power setup, which isn't crazy. A lot of people think that they have to have this crazy power setup. You have to have like a 1,000 watt hour battery and all this. I ran a 6+ hour show, really closer to 7 or 8, with the F1 Ultra turned on, I'd say 95% of the time. And even charging my phone off of it a little bit for the hotspot. And we ran that all day long and ended the show with about 60 or so percent battery life remaining. It was a 240 watt hour Jackery with a 40 watt solar panel. That's also linked down below. Jackery did send that out as well for this video, doing the craft show style video. So big shout out to Jackery for that. But really, I used a 240 watt hour battery because the F1 Ultra at peak engraving, when I'm running at like 100% power on engraving, you're looking at maybe 60 watts of power draw. So you're drawing 60 watts per hour if you engrave, nonstop. And when you're at idle, it's maybe drawing 20-ish watts. So even without the solar panel, I probably could have done a majority of the engraving that day without worrying about anything. So yeah, it was a great setup, really, really compact. I really enjoyed it. So with all that out of the way, let's dive into the video. We're going to jump over to voiceover Patrick, and you're going to get to hear me kind of narrate a little bit of some of the projects that we're doing. I don't really have settings for all of them, but a lot of them were really just xTool settings, the settings from the xTool creative space. So enjoy watching that, and I'll pick up after all of that and kind of give you an outro and wrap everything up. Now we're going to start off with one of what I believe is the neatest things with the F1 and F1 Ultra line, and that is capturing live text. So if you have an iPad or an Android tablet or really anything touchscreen, you can actually capture live text right into xTool Creative Space, and then you can turn around and digitize it. That's what we did here. We captured a child's handwriting, and we took it and turned it into an engraving to put on this heart, and it came out fantastic. The parents absolutely loved it, and this is something that is absolutely one of a kind, and there's no other way to get a result like this than with a laser like this and doing it on site. Another thing that you can do is make keychains. This keychain is, you're seeing this in real time. I've not sped this up. It takes 10 seconds to do. It really adds a personal touch that people love to buy at craft shows. here you can see me actually using the laser at home. This is in my home shop. I'm using it to put a brand on the back of one of my products. It's easier to use a galvo laser like this than it is to fire up the big CO2 and just something else that you can do, not necessarily at a craft show, but I just wanted to show the capabilities of the Ultra here. And this is me using the F1 Ultra with the IR laser. So this is the 20-watt fiber laser, and we are engraving this brown to gold leatherette. Overburning a little bit in some areas. I do need to work on kind of dialing it in a little bit further, but overall I'm very, very happy with how this came out. And the brown to gold has always been a little bit more delicate for me than going to like black, for instance. But this is real time again. Overall, this is about a minute or so long clip, and it looks great. I'm really excited for kind of what's going to come out in the future with being able to engrave stuff without having to break it all up into individual letters, which is what I had to do here, and that's why some stuff burned. But this is something that you can easily do on site, and you'll see me do another ornament here on site in just a few minutes. But doing something like this gives somebody a Christmas present or an anniversary present or any of that that's completely personalized to them, and is something that they couldn't just walk into a regular store and buy. So having a laser like this on site with you allows you to really up the personalization level of the products that you offer, and that can really help increase your sales. It's definitely worked for us. At our last show that we were at, we did almost $1,000 in sales, like I've already mentioned earlier in the video. And yeah, so being able to personalize on site is awesome, especially with something like this. So here you see us engraving a Tennessee TriStar on this Tennessee state outline that we cut out on our CNC and did the glue up for. But this was something that we personalized again at the house, but we could have easily done this on site. I'm just trying to give you as many examples as possible. And here you're going to see a wallet being engraved. This, again, is real time. I've not sped this up at all. This was done while the customer waited and came out fantastic. They absolutely loved it. And again, here's another one of the leather ornaments that I was talking about. So this is just a rawhide to black. Again, real-time engraving here. This just takes a few seconds, y'all. Especially going with the Ultra. Most of the clips that you're seeing here are from the Ultra. Even though the F1 can do a majority of what the Ultra can do, the Ultra just does it faster. And this, again, is the Ultra with the fiber laser. You're seeing it do the outline right now, which is how we positioned it. And this is real time. That is how fast it took to engrave that. It's mind-blowing. And then having a dual source laser like the F1 Ultra or the regular F1 allows you to flip with just the click of a button from metal, like you just saw, to doing wood. And so we were able to do this on site for a customer. Now, because of my mistake, I misspelled Andrew here. We had to remake this again for them at the house because I didn't have any more of these knives with me. Customer was great about it, but we were still able to offer a service like this on site, and it was absolutely fantastic. This is Cork, and what you're about to see again is real time. This is moving at 8,000 millimeters a second, I believe, if I recall my settings on this correctly. 8,000 millimeters a second, 100% power, blue light. For Cork specifically, I just happen to remember those off the top of my head. But this Cork looks fantastic when engraved. Absolutely love it. And I'm just, everything that I have engraved with the F1 or the Ultra, I've been blown away with the quality on. It really holds up to the other lasers I have in my shop, like the 80-watt CO2 or my 30-watt MOPA fiber. It works really, really well. And then here you just see my little setup. I don't have anything super powerful. This is a 240-watt watt-hour Jackery with a 40-watt solar panel. With the F1 Ultra running the entire day, I still ended with about 60% power remaining in the battery, and that was great. So as you saw there, there's quite a few different projects that we did with the F1 Ultra. I showed a few with the F1, and honestly, that's just because the Ultra is so much faster than the F1. At the end of the day, though, either one works fantastic. Whether you're doing wood, metal, slate, whatever it is, both work really, really good. The biggest thing is you're not going to cut a whole lot with the regular F1. And you're not going to do deep engravings with the regular F1, but you can still mark metal, you can mark stainless, you can do all of that on the regular F1, you can do all your wood, you can accomplish all of those tasks with the standard F1, just like you can with the Ultra. The Ultra will just do it much quicker. So like even the Cork, I ran the F1 at 4,000 millimeters a second. The F1 Ultra I ran at 8,000 millimeters a second. So that just kind of shows you I was able to double the speed because there's double the power there on that blue light. And when you go to the fiber, you're actually 10xing your power. You're going from a 2-watt IR to a 20-watt true fiber laser. Yeah, they're fantastic machines. So if you are in the market for one, I've got an affiliate link down below. I would love it if you'd shop through that. But actually, before you buy, send me a message. Send me a message on Instagram, on Facebook, drop into the Laser Creators Workshop Facebook group, hit me up on Discord, wherever. And I have a discount code for you. You just have to reach out for it, and I can provide that for you. It is a partnership that I have done with xTool to save you guys a little bit of cash on buying that F1 or the F1 Ultra. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really trying hard to stick to this new schedule. One video every 2 weeks for the remainder of this year in 2024. I've got all of the videos planned and scheduled. I'm just working on getting through all the shooting, the filming, the editing, and getting them out at this point. But I've got a lot in store for you. I'm really looking forward to the next video that I've got on the docket coming out in 2 weeks from today when this video is released. So be sure to stay tuned to that. Check out the Laser Creator Facebook group, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, I'll throw this in here at the end. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it. There's another button if you didn't. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I do my best to respond to as many comments as I can. Thank you guys so much. Catch you in the next one.